got wrapping paper.
Grandpa and Grandma right there.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
We found out like a little over a week ago.
Oh my god, my boy has game. February baby. Oh, March. Tell me. Oh my god, that is so awesome. And you're pregnant. Por eso estás cachetona, ¿verdad?
Abuela y abuelo.
Por eso estás bien cachetona, ¿verdad?
Es que
You are the sun, a gift of light. You are the moon, a comfort night. You are the water that keeps me alive. You are the ground on which I stand. Yes, you are. Wherever you go, I follow you there. Whatever you do, I'll be there for you. And I will be forever true, true to you. And I give it all. I give you my life. I give you my soul. And I know that you keep it safe forever, for all future days. Wherever you go, I follow you there. Whatever you do, I'll be there for you. And I will be forever true. Wherever you go, I follow you there. Whatever you do, I'll be there for you. And I will be forever true, true to you.
I was just like, let me just do it real quick, tell them the deets. And yeah, 49 hours because my labor was 49 hours. And again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. 500. I think I'll be a little more. I think I'm at 570. But thank you all so much. I would not be here without you guys. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Vanessa. It's nice to have you. So I hope you guys enjoyed my intro. So my baby actually turned 6 months, so I just wanted to do a little intro of how we found out, you know, when we had him. And yeah, and I did ask a few of you guys if you guys wanted to know about my labor and delivery experience, and most of you guys said yes. So I thought I would do just a small video. I don't want to make it too long because I don't want to ramble off and bore you guys. So I'm just gonna kind of just get to the point, keep it short and simple. So what day did I go into the hospital? So I went into the hospital. On January 26th. So January 26th of this year, I went into the hospital at 5 p.m. And that was, I was going to get induced. Reason was because I had preeclampsia during my pregnancy, and my doctor did not want me to go past 40 weeks, you know, because that can be very dangerous. So we had a plan to whether if he didn't come before the 39-week mark, then he would induce me. So of course Nikolai was stubborn and he did not come before that mark, so I was induced. So I went in with my husband Sunday, like I said, the 26th. I was expecting a natural birth. I was expecting everything to turn out just fine. I thought, you know, everything was going to be great. The minute I got there, they started inducing me. They did all the stuff, and I was contracting normally. I was dilating. So the first 24 hours actually went by pretty smooth. I was dilating, like I said. I was contracting. Once I got to 5 centimeters, which is kind of like at the end of my the first 24 hours, I then decided to get the epidural because I couldn't take the pain, of course. So then I was such a wuss. So I got the epidural once I hit, like, I think it was like anywhere from 5 to 6 centimeters. some of it is just such a blur to me. So I might ramble off here and there. It's just that some parts are like honestly such a blur. So yeah, like I said, the first 24 hours went fine. Once I had 7 centimeters, I was stuck. Like I could not dilate anymore. So I was my whole second day at the hospital, I was 7 centimeters all day long. So, you know, no improvement, my contractions are still going on, but I was just not dilating. They had to break my water, and still then I didn't dilate anymore. So I was in different positions. I was literally, after, you know, obviously after your epidural, you're in bed rest. So I was literally on this bed for a whole like day and a half. And it was just so freaking hard. I wanted to just get up, but I was just so uncomfortable. I wasn't in pain, I was just uncomfortable. And because I was walking the first 24 hours, you know, I was trying to get this baby out. I was dilating. I was like, oh, you know, he's almost out. They were like, yeah, he'll be out soon. Yeah, right. So like I said, I was just stuck at 7 centimeters. Finally, the doctor was like, okay, let's do an ultrasound to see how he's doing, what's going on, why is he not coming out. So they did the ultrasound, and baby was actually sideways rather than head down. He was, I guess, head down, but his body was sideways. So he was kind of crooked and all up in there. And he was like, no, he's not coming out. Like, he's not gonna come out. Like, they could see him, but he was just not gonna come out. Like, they said that his head was down and you could see his head down, but his body was just sideways. He was just oddly positioned. So the doctor then said, you know, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're just gonna be stuck here. We need to perform an emergency C-section. And mind you, I went in thinking I was gonna have natural birth. That's what the doctors thought, that's what I thought, that's what everyone thought. And when he told me you have to have an emergency C-section, sorry, I cried. I felt defeated. I felt like I wasn't gonna, you know, I felt like I had gave up on myself. I felt like I was just defeated, and I felt I did all that for, you know, for me to end up with a C-section. It was hard for me to go through, to even just hear that. I immediately start crying. My dad called me because he wasn't there, and I was just on the phone with him, and I couldn't help but the tears come down my face. And my dad was just, you know, relieved that I was actually going to get a C-section. My parents were, because I have back problems. I do have scoliosis, which is why, and because of my scoliosis, my pelvis is curved in, which is why Nikolai could not make his way all the way down. That's why he was oddly positioned, because my pelvis is so curved in. And so he did not have room to make it all the way down. And he had a big head. So, you know, the minute when I heard you need to have an emergency C-section, because, you know, this is what you need right now to get this baby out and to get you safe. I mean, yeah, by all means, anything for my baby, but I really did feel defeated, and that's not what I wanted, you know. But I guess I just had to do it, you know, for my baby, for myself, and that's just, God had different plans for me, and that's okay. And so yeah, immediately the doctor was like, we gotta go now. So they were like, you have 5 minutes. They were like, Victor, you need to get dressed. Here's your stuff. Here's your gown. Here's your cap. You need to get dressed ASAP. Your parents need to leave, and we're going to take you. Here's your papers for you to sign, and let's get this going. So yeah, I mean, that just like happened so quick. And yeah, so Victor got dressed. They took me in, did what they had to do, cut me up, sliced me up like a fucking, you know, like fucking carne cruda over there. So they sliced me up, did what they had to do, and next thing you know, I had my beautiful little baby, and I was able to see him, I was able to hug him, kiss him, and then he went with his dad. And then after that, oh my God, I really saw my life blink. They took me back to the room, and I started throwing up, and my blood pressure dropped, my oxygen levels dropped. Immediately they put on oxygen, and immediately they did a bolus. And they actually brought the code cart inside the room because they thought I was going to code. They thought I wasn't going to make it. My mom was so worried. But it was hard. And then finally I started feeling better and everything like that. And once the nurse showed me Nikolai, I was like, what's that on his head? So he was actually born with a big bulge, like a big bump on his head. It's actually on his left side, I think. And that's where you could tell my baby was stuck in my uterus. So that's actually where he was stuck. And it's crazy because like you could see he looked like he had a big alien head because it was so deformed and it looked so painful. But then thankfully they said, you know, that would go away. It was just pressure from where he was stuck and he couldn't go past the 7 centimeters because he was sideways. So I was like, wow, this like all makes sense. So immediately once I had my baby, I wasn't able, because I was going through all that, my low blood pressure, I couldn't breathe, I almost coded. I didn't even get to do skin to skin with my baby. My husband actually did it, and I do have pictures. It was really cute. So yeah, it was just crazy, and I'm happy to finally have my baby here, and I'm happy that everything, you know, turned out great. Like I said, I don't really talk about me having a C-section because it's not what I wanted, and I know a lot of moms get shamed for it, so it just kind of hits me in a way and just kind of hurts. But you know, I kind of learned to live with it now, and I know that I am a good mother, and it doesn't make me any less of a mom just because I had a C-section. I'm glad I was able to experience the actual labor of it all, and I'm not glad it was 49 hours, but I'm glad I was able to experience that part of it. And you know, I kind of know what it feels like, you know, just the beginning portion of it. And I think my baby woke up. But yeah, anyways, it was hard. It was a hard recovery. Not only was I recovering from a C-section, I was recovering from being in bed for 48 hours straight. My legs were swollen. I had cankles on cankles on cankles. But it was hard. But like, again, I'm glad my baby's here, and I'm glad he's about to be 6 months. And it's such a blessing. And you know, like I said, I really don't talk about me having a C-section because it was hard for me to accept the fact that I needed one and the fact that I had one. But now 6 months later, here I am, and I guess it gives me a peace of mind that I'm still, you know, it doesn't make me any less of a mom. And I know a lot of moms get shamed for it, and that's why I don't talk about it, why I don't say, oh, you know, I had a C-section, because it can, you know, you get shamed for it and it sucks. But what can we do? But I'm happy I have a healthy baby. I'm happy I'm healthy. I'm happy nothing happened to us. We are here. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching, for listening. I know it's like me rambling off, but I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.